The Pocket Wife is a psychological thriller by Susan H. Crawford, first published in 2015. It centers on Dana Catrell, a middle-aged suburban housewife grappling with bipolar disorder who is haunted by the uncertainty of whether she murdered someone during a manic episode. As her condition worsens, especially after their son leaves for college, Dana's life becomes an unpredictable pendulum swinging between deep depression and manic euphoria. The novel explores Dana's fragile mental state, her deteriorating marriage to Peter, a busy attorney who is often absent, and her complex relationship with her neighbor, Celia. Dana feels invisible to her husband, who treats her as a pocket wife, someone he can hide away when inconvenient. Celia, a supportive friend, listens to Dana's fears and is concerned about her well-being, encouraging her to speak to a therapist and stay on her medication. However, Dana is often off her meds, turning to alcohol to cope, a habit Celia shares. One afternoon, after drinking together, Dana passes out before Celia can show her a photograph. When Dana wakes up at home, she learns that Celia has been murdered, and she's the last person who saw her alive. At least she thinks she is. Desperate to reconstruct the events leading up to the murder, Dana fears that in her altered state, she might have returned to Celia's house and killed her. The novel examines themes of memory, mental illness, and the quest for truth. While The Pocket Wife received mixed reviews for its narrative style, psychologists have praised Crawford for her realistic portrayal of bipolar disorder and memory issues. Crawford, a member of the Atlanta Writers Club and the Village Writers, works in the Department of Technical and Adult Education in Atlanta. Dana can't remember much about the days leading up to Celia's murder, and the uncertainty terrifies her. With little to go on, she becomes convinced that the photograph Celia wanted to show her holds the key to the crime. Unable to trust her husband Peter anymore, Dana feels isolated and decides to take matters into her own hands, enlisting the help of lead detective Jack Moss. Moss, distracted by his own troubled marriage, becomes absorbed in the case. When he uncovers prints from the crime scene, he believes he's close to solving it, until he discovers they belong to his son, Kyle. Dana, unwilling to admit her memory loss, and Moss, determined to protect his son's secret, make it harder for the investigation to progress. Meanwhile, prosecutor Lenora White pressures Moss for a swift arrest. Dana's suspicions deepen when she finds Celia's contact number stored in Peter's phone. Peter had claimed he barely knew Celia, yet his phone records tell a different story, showing numerous calls between them. When she checks again, the number is mysteriously gone. Her unease intensifies when she recalls the photo Celia had on her phone, one of Peter with another woman. Dana manages to get her hands on Celia's phone, but the photo has been deleted. As Dana struggles with her wavering grip on reality, she falls into a manic episode, which sharpens her senses and fuels her determination to uncover the truth. Moss uncovers that Celia had taught GED classes, and Kyle was one of her students, which he believes explains his son's prints at the scene. But this still doesn't solve the mystery of who killed Celia, and with Lenora pushing for a quick resolution, Moss's frustration grows. Then, surprising evidence emerges, placing Lenora at the crime scene on the day of the murder. Moss initially dismisses it, assuming she might have visited as part of her investigation. However, with no other suspects, and his belief in his son's innocence, he begins to question Lenora's involvement. When Moss confronts Lenora with the forensic evidence, she admits to the murder, shocking everyone. An ambitious woman hoping to propel her career, Lenora had killed Celia in an attempt to solve the case and boost her standing, but she never anticipated getting caught. In the end, Dana accepts that she needs more help managing her illness and comes to terms with the reality that her marriage to Peter is beyond repair. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.